Alrighty, people, what is going on? I am your boy HTW, and I'm here today to do another one of these reviews for Backlash. Now, I did a prediction show for this. I also did a Raw recap of the Raw I went to this past Monday, which was not a good show, but very fun to be at. And Kevin Owens gave us a thumbs up as he was leaving. We were bowing down to him, and he gave me a thumbs up. So yeah, that's just real quickly. I'll go over that when me and TR do our Clash of Champions predictions. We didn't, like I explained there, and by the way, I did it, and I try to send it through email, because that's what I do. I send it through email, and then I just from my iPhone, and I download it, and it was like too big or something. I don't know. It was something weird. I don't know. It's the first time it's ever happened to me. Something weird with it. So I just didn't decide to upload it, and now here we are on the show. And what did I think of the show overall? I thought the show was an average show. It was okay. It was an average show with a great to fantastic main event. It really came across on this show that SmackDown does not have all the talent that it needs. Now, I can't give it a thumbs down because it had a couple good matches and had a great main event. Like, I thought the main event was just absolutely great. I'll talk about that later, but I can't give the show a thumbs down for it. I'll give it like a thumbs in the middle, like a C overall. But I thought the main event was just great, just great. But it really came across to me on the show that SmackDown needs more people. They are really cutting it short. They're really cutting it. Like, they don't have a lot of people on that SmackDown roster, and they need more. And Raw doesn't have a lot either, but they have a lot more superstar talent and a lot more talent that can carry throughout a whole pay-per-view. Whereas you find out where you cut one of these matches, and it kind of falls short a little bit. I think there was one match that, at least booking wise, that I thought, wow, that was weird. But everything else I thought was really great booking wise. And I thought, like, the show overall, there wasn't really like a bad match on the show, really. Like, I can't look at one of these matches and say, hey, that was a bad match, really. I'm trying to think, like, there wasn't really one that I thought was bad. But, overall, I thought it was actually a pretty solid average show. Like, it wasn't, I can't call it like good. I can call it good, but I can't call it great or anything. But, it was just like a fine show. And that's really all I really wanted and expected from the show. I had no expectations for AJ versus Dean. And even with AJ versus Dean, I thought, this match should be good, but it could also not be good because of how Dean was last show during SummerSlam. I had some hesitations. I had some worries, but we made it through it. And I don't know. I thought the show was good. I thought the show, it was a fine show. It was a good show. I wouldn't say it was an excellent show. I wouldn't say it's great, but they did a lot of good, and they also did some bad. And we'll talk about that here a little later. So let's kind of start off with the show. And by the way, like I mentioned, we didn't do a podcast for me and TR for this because we had matches like scheduled, but we only had one day. TR can only do it one day, and that was the day I was going to SmackDown or Raw, excuse me. So I couldn't do it that day. So and he could only do it on Monday, so we just decided not to do it. But we're kind of gonna go into more detail about Backlash on Monday, or not Monday, excuse me, the week. We're going to do a Clash of Champions preview. We're also going to be reviewing, SummerSlam, maybe the Reign of Honor show, Death Before Dishonor. And we'll be reviewing Brooklyn 2 and Backlash as well. We'll be talking about a lot of things, and then we'll be doing a Clash of Champions predictions. So it should be a good show. I think we're probably going to do that. We're probably just going to predict the Raw show, the Raw pay-per-view, because it's at the end of the month, and then review everything else that happened before then. So, yeah, so let's review Backlash real quick, and I will talk about Backlash in my podcast with TR. But let's talk about Backlash, just go match by match. The first match, the women's match, I give this like a 5.5 or 6 out of 10. I thought this match was just going to be like a 2, 3 out of 10. It was a bit sloppy in parts, but you know what? It was really good. It was a good match. I enjoyed myself while watching it, and I thought it was a good way to start open the show. I thought there wasn't really a lot whole bad with that. I thought this was just going to be a real slap fest, and at parts it was, but I still enjoyed. I enjoyed myself. I did not think I was going to enjoy a single thing about this match, but you know what? I enjoyed this match. I thought this was a good match. A lot of great spots here. Naomi doing a springboard frog splash dive over onto the outside on top of all the women there. Telling a story between Carmella and Nikki, which I liked. Then we had, and then like a lot of cool spots. Naomi kind of fucked up with Natalya. I don't know what happened there. I was kind of half paying attention. I don't know what happened there though. But Alexa Bliss got eliminated first, which I'm sad. Like I've said before, I love Alexa Bliss. She is now my new favorite. She dressed up as Harley Quinn, which was nice. Which was very nice. Then Alexa Bliss got eliminated first though. Then they eliminated Naomi, Natalya, did the sharpshooter. Then they eliminated Natalya with the TKO. Nikki's TKO. Then Carmella rolled up Nikki to eliminate Nikki. And then the ending kind of sucked though. Carmella is really sloppy in the ring. She's not good. And there was a lot of standing around not knowing what to do. And then Carmella was kind of dominating for a little bit, and all of a sudden, Becky Lynch hits the disarmer out of nowhere for the win. Carmella needs a lot of work. She's a lot better than what she used to be. Hey, I'll give her that. She is a lot better than what she used to be. But my God, she's still not good. She sucks. But she is a lot better than she used to be, but she sucks. So yeah, but Becky Lynch won. Great moment there. Really emotional moment. I liked it a lot. Congratulations to Becky. She deserves it out of anyone probably in this match. She's never held the title before. She never held the NXT Women's title either, so it's great for her. Great to see her win this title. Congrats. She deserved it the most, and it was the right winner. I'm glad she won. So yeah, I give like a 5.5 or 6 out of 10. One of the two. Then we had Mojo Rawley versus the Hype Bros versus versus the Usos, heel Usos, who are now gangsters, I guess, or believers. I don't know. I can't tell the difference between the two. But the Usos won. It was an alright match. It's actually probably good. Like I said earlier, there's not one match I could point to that I say that was really bad. This probably is one, actually. Now, the more that I think about it, nothing to remember. I remember at the beginning, Mojo Rawley gave a double shoulder block into the barricade, but that was it. And that was like the only memorable part. Usos win. You know, whatever. Solid match. 4 out of 10. I mean, whatever. And then we had Dolph versus The Miz, which was, a interesting. Boy. It was, I thought this was a solid match. I give it like a 6 out of 10. It started to drag, maybe 6.5. It started to drag towards the beginning, like not drag, but it started really slow. But as the match went on, it got good. But the problem was, I didn't care about this match in 2012, and I don't give a shit about this match now. I don't. I just don't care. I don't care at all. I don't care what story you put behind it. I maybe cared back in 2014. I think the one time I cared was in SummerSlam, when Dolph won the IC title against Miz. That was the only time I cared because, Dolph had done absolutely nothing, and now it seemed like they're finally doing something with him, and now look where he is. Dolph losing 2 at the end by hairspray into the eyes, and Miz giving the skull crush finale. But it was a fine match. Some good stuff here, though. I thought there was a lot of cool moments. Miz is a solid wrestler. He's not great, but, he's solid. But, yeah, these people, they've had plenty of matches. You assume that they'd have good matches by now. It was good. It was fine. Good stuff. A lot better than I guess I expected it to be. So then, what else did we have here? I'm trying to think. So after the match, early in the night, it was confirmed before the show that Randy Orton could not face Bray Wyatt. He still isn't cleared after the Lesnar match, which you think they would figure out before, have this match. You would think that, right? But I guess not. So they had Randy Orton get attacked by Bray Wyatt backstage, slamming his foot in the door, so now he's going to sell the leg. But then they announce Bray Wyatt comes out. They announce that Randy Orton can't compete, so so he makes Charles Robinson or Little Nate do the 10 count out victory to win for the match Bray Wyatt. So technically he won, but then, I forget who the ring announcer is, but he did NXT and now he's doing SmackDown. But he then announced that Bray Wyatt will be facing this one person in a no holds barred match, and it was Kane. Yeah, Kane in 2016. But you know what? This match was fine. It was a good way to get the crowd was into it somehow for some reason, and I guess the idea of this match was to get the crowd back into the show, just kind of fill time, and that's what they did. And this was a fine match. I give this like a 6 out of 10. I probably enjoyed this match more than the Miz and Dolph match. One, because it was quicker, but two, it did have a lot more spots in the match. It was very spot heavy. There was one point when Bray put Kane on the Spanish announce table and ran across the English announce table and did the senton, or senton, what is that what it's called? Yeah, I don't know. Some kind of senton on to Kane through the announce table. Cool spot. I think it was just more of the enjoyable match. I think Miz and Dolph was a better match, but this was kind of more enjoyable. But it was fine. I didn't hate it. I hated the fucking finish though, but I was fine with everything else in it. Kane didn't bother me as much as he normally does. But what happened was Randy Orton comes out, and since it is no holds barred, he gives Bray Wyatt an RKO after Kane gives him a chokeslam, and then Kane gives him another chokeslam and Kane wins, which is just so stupid. Look, I get the idea that they wanted the face to go over, and Randy Orton was definitely the face. He was definitely the guy that was more over, right? But my God, did you really have to have Bray lose this match? Really? I don't know, man. I just don't get it. Like, have Bray. I just don't feel like Bray needed to lose this match at all. Bray. And especially, it's not the fact that he lost the match, right? Bray loses like every single match. It seems like, but Bray lost to Kane, to fucking Kane, the 50-year-old Kane who somehow, I forgot, still fucking wrestles. Like, I don't know. It just makes me mad. Bray always loses, so this isn't a surprise, and I'm not like overly mad at it because I've seen him lose so many times. But like, he lost to fucking Kane, man. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Ugh, I don't know. This just did not make me happy. Ooh. I oohed because I'm driving around my old neighborhood right now. It's kind of what I do doing these things. I just drive around my old neighborhood just to see what's up. And I'm seeing a lot of new stuff they're adding. Wow, nice. Because this old neighborhood I used to live in has absolutely nothing in it. It has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Has like maybe like a dozen homes in it. It's like really small. And they were gonna add a bunch of houses. Oh, they added that street down there. But yeah, no, we're gonna add a bunch of houses, and they just never did. And they were gonna really expand on this neighborhood, but they never did. So yeah, this is kind of cool. Anyways, that was a weird sidetrack moment. Anyways, yeah, it was really, really weird sidetrack moment. But I used to have snakes go into my fucking garage. We used to live literally right next to the woods, and snakes were if we left the garage door open too long, snakes would come in. We had a big ass snake once. It was scary as fuck. But yeah, anyways, moving on. So after the Randy Orton or the Bray and Kane match, we just had, I think it was just the Usos. It was just the Usos versus Rhino and Heath Slater. And you know what? Rhino and Heath Slater won. Sorry, I was looking down a road to see if I can go that way. It kind of sucks I can't show you guys where I live. Oh shit, there's a lot of new homes. I like that. Anyways, it kind of sucks that I'm doing this podcast for him because you guys can't see what I'm looking at. But then again, who cares, right? So Heath Slater and Rhino beat the Usos like I predicted. 5 out of 10 match. I don't know. Doesn't care. But Rhino and Heath Slater won. Awesome moment. Those titles look nice. Heath Slater is over as fuck, and I love it. He deserved to be over a while. He deserved to win these titles like a while ago, and now he finally gets it, right? So, yeah, that's the thing that happened. Rhino and Heath Slater won. They're the tag team champions. I'm hoping that American Alpha takes it away from them soon. And I really want to see a Usos versus American Alpha match, like full-on match, because I think the match on SmackDown happened like, I don't even remember how fast it was. It didn't last long at all. But yeah. So that's all about that. Rhino and Heath Slater are champions. Cool. Now let's move on to the main event, baby. AJ Styles versus Dean Ambrose for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Or the WWE World Championship. I don't know what they call it anymore. I don't care. Look, I did not think they were going to give the title to AJ. I really wanted it to happen, but I never thought that it would happen. I just didn't think it would ever happen. Like I just never would have expected AJ to be, first off, a year ago today, I would never expect AJ Styles to be in the WWE, and I would never expect him ever to be the WWE World Champion. I never would have expected that a year ago. Never. And now here we are, September 11th, 2016. Oh boy. Sorry, that. Anytime you see 9/11, just the worst. It's just, you just feel so guilty. That's all it is. You just feel so guilty. Like, if I look at my clock and it says 9/11, it's 10:04 now, but if I look at my clock and it says 9/11, you just feel guilty. Yeah, so AJ fucking Styles won the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. It's not even called the World Heavyweight Championship, but it's the World Championship. I don't care what they fucking call it. He's a champion. I never would have expected that to happen, let alone I never expect that to be his first ever championship in the WWE. He is now a top contender. He's now the big dog, one of the big dogs in WWE, and I can't believe it's happening. Like when he debuted and he had that program with Jericho, I thought like right away, like he's never going to be a main event guy. He could be like an IC title guy, and he faced Kevin Owens for the IC titles all the time. Or he'll be a tag team championship guy with, Y2AJ. Which, they were actually a pretty good team, but that's beyond the point. It's just, I don't know, man. It's just insane. I never would have expected AJ to win. And the match itself, like I mentioned earlier, was great. It was so good. 9 out of 10. Just so good. If there's any downside to it, AJ Styles won dirty. But you know what? He's a champion. He's not only a champion, but he's a heel. That's what heels do. And so for people complaining, oh, AJ won dirty, who cares? AJ's champion, right? And it didn't involve Triple H beating up two of the guys to fucking win the title, right? Yeah, so what? He low-bloated. I guess it's better than the way Kevin Owens won the title, but still. Like, it's just so... It's so awesome to see AJ win. I didn't think they would give it to him. I legit did not think they would give it to him. I thought that they maybe wait till the No Mercy pay-per-view, but this makes sense because I guess... And I also thought that they would give Dean the longer title reign, but I like this a lot. I like this so much. And sure, they might have Cena versus AJ at Survivor Series, and they might do, have Cena win his 16th championship. But man, oh man, I don't care as of right now. AJ's champ, and I'd love to see a Cena versus AJ. Really hope AJ wins that match. The last match at Survivor Series, SummerSlam, was so good, but I'm afraid that it might not live up to the hype as that last match was. But you know what? Hey, you know what? If it's gonna happen, I just hope AJ wins. But, let's enjoy this moment. AJ Styles is your new WWE World Championship. Overall, I thought it was a pretty average good show. It was a nice show. It was a good show. I didn't think it was excellent. I didn't think it was great. But I thought it was good. So, yeah, that's all I got to say. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys did all enjoy, and I'll see you all later. Peace.